It's a joyous time to be alive. It's a joyous time to be alive. A joyous time to be alive. You got the Mind and Heart of Frederick Douglass, excerpts from speeches adapted by Barbara Ritchie. Barbara Ritchie. A joyous time to be alive, 1863. I feel we are living in a glorious time. I felt so when emancipation was proclaimed on the 1st of January and have been feeling so ever since. I have felt whiter and I have combed my hair with less difficulty. He felt whiter. Frederick Douglass felt whiter. You want to know what the colored people think? I will tell you how joyfully they received the proclamation of Abraham Lincoln in Boston. On the 1st of January, we were not all colored either, but we all seemed to be about of one color that day. We met in good spirits at 10 o'clock in the morning, expecting before adjournment to have the proclamation. No proclamation came. We met again at 2 when we had no doubt we should have the proclamation. Again, no proclamation. We did not know whether to shout or hold our peace, but we adjourned again with the understanding that we should certainly see the proclamation in the evening. Yet again, no proclamation came. We went on until 11 o'clock, and I said, we won't go home until morning. By and by, Judge Russell went to one of the newspaper offices and obtained a slip containing the proclamation. Judge Russell. I never saw enthusiasm before. Men, women, young and old were up. Hats and bonnets were in the air, and we gave 3 cheers for Abraham Lincoln and 3 cheers for almost everybody else. Some prayed and some sang, and finally we adjourned from that place to meet in the Reverend Mr. Grimes's church, where we continued until 3 o'clock in the morning. There was shouting and singing, glory, hallelujah, old John Brown, marching on, and blow ye the trumpet, blow, till we got up such a state of enthusiasm that almost anything seemed to be witty and entirely appropriate to the glorious occasion. There was one black man who stood in a corner, and I thought I never saw a blacker man, and I think I never saw whiter teeth. Occasionally he would bound up like a fish out of water. As he was standing in a dark place, you could see nothing going up but a little white streak toward the last. He said, he must speak, and I will make you his speech. It was all in place. We were up to the point when everything was in order. Brethren, said he, I was born in North Carolina, where my brother Douglass was born. Thank God I didn't happen to be born there, but I could not for the life of me interrupt him. Said he, I was born there and was born and held a slave there. Thank God. I grew up from childhood to manhood there. Thank God. And the audience shouted, and said he, when I got to be grown up to man's estate, I want to marry a wife. Thank God. And he said, I courted no less than 16 women. Thank God. And he said, the woman I married is here tonight. Thank God. We all rose up to see this little woman, and she was told to get up, and we looked at her, and she was nothing extraordinary, and still it was all in place. The feeling of the whole of this black congregation, for it was mainly black, was that we are living in a glorious time. I never saw such enthusiasm, such joy. Next, coming up, Save the Negro and Save the Nation, 1863.